I started marketing with him. I was a bit skeptical of radio advertising before Chad convinced us to run ads. The advertising's been so successful, we want to help the station grow. We've absolutely loved working with the listeners of AM 950, and we all know how extremely important this radio station is to the community. To help AM 950 grow this summer, Snap Construction will be putting up proceeds to assist the station in marketing on social media. Snap Construction encourages you to follow, engage, share, and interact on the AM 950 social media platforms. Together, we can all work to ensure AM 950 continues to thrive and grow in our communities. We stand by our work with a lifetime craftsmanship guarantee. For a free estimate or more information on our financing, call 612-333-SNAP or check us out online.
Hi, this is Paul Metza. Thanks for listening to the Wall of Power Radio Hour for the last 5 years on AM 950. We air every Saturday night at 6 p.m. We have artists, musicians, private detectives, politicians.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every week we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, or just the unusual. My name is Greg Bakun, and thank you very much for joining me today. And also thank you to the Minnesota Vikings for actually winning a game today, because I fear with Patrick running the board that it's very possible that this broadcast would not be happening if we would have lost today.
Yep, you three would have had to figure out how to run the board.
Well, sure. And I don't have a comeback for that. It's just because it's truth. And when it's the truth, you just really don't have a whole lot to say. So once again, thank you, Minnesota Vikings, for barely winning against the Detroit Lions today. It's a win all the same. It's a win for AM 950. It's really what it is. So I had a big week, and I just wanted to thank everybody for all their help and work, as we did a big event online this week. We had Nick Roth on, formerly of Ghost Adventures, as well as the new show Deathwalker, that we are waiting to find out when that's going to air. But we had a great conversation, and Nick had asked to be on the show once he is able to get a date for Deathwalker, and we're going to do that, which would be really fun to have him on, talk about it. My guests today were in on that live, and one of the things about that was that we had a really, really nice candid conversation with him. So we were really happy about all that. Now, also, my guests today are friends. They're also sponsors of the show, and they were also sponsors of the Nick event, and I cannot thank them enough for everything that they do for me and help me out and support me. And so I'm really happy to have on the show today Bonnie Gurney and Jenny Davis from the Metaphysical Store Enchanted Boutique in Maplewood, Minnesota, over at 1860 Beam Avenue. And we're going to be talking about a lot of great things that are going on there today, as well as we're going to talk paranormal, because not only do they run the store, but they also travel around the country and take part in a lot of paranormal activity of their own. There's a lot to talk about. So Bonnie and Jenny, welcome to GhostBox Radio.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you very much. And I'd like to invite all of our listeners to join in on the conversation. To do so, you can call in, ask both Jenny or Bonnie a question live on the air. Call in at 952-946-6205. That's 952-946-6205. We are also live on AM 950 radio, but the streaming video on the following Facebook pages. You can watch us on AM 950, Things Network, MN Ghostbox, Free Spirited Network, RU Media, Skeleton Key Network, and Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment. So please go there and support those pages as well, but also feel free to leave questions in any of those pages, as we're going to be taking a look at those pages all day. And if you have any questions, put those in there. So first of all, congratulations. You just recently had the ribbon cutting for the store, and you also just got your sign put up outside, which is beautiful. Yes. That must feel great.
It does. And it was a process because it took so long for us to even feel like we were able to do it. So
yeah, no, I understand. And, I mean, and if we all have short memories because we don't talk about, it's not front and center in our minds, but for you two, it's different in the sense that there was so much that you had to overcome to get to this point. When you opened up the new location, flood right away, and having to rebuild and reconfigure the whole plan, I guess, and to be able to get to this point has to feel good.
It does. It really does. You played Donnie's song again.
Yeah.
I have to say, a couple of weeks ago, we were in Vegas. We saw a show. We did the VIP, and I was able to thank him for those two songs because Don't Stop and Start Again have kept me going all this year.
Wow.
So
isn't it something how song can really drive just a whole feeling, a whole movement, a personal movement, and keep you all going. Things better now?
Oh yes, we're doing great. We have some awesome people finding the store. We have some people that unfortunately thought we closed.
Yeah,
are finding us. It's good to see them back. So it really is. And
not only is that happening, but you're doing a number of like shows and stuff where you're setting up tables. And we did in May the Enchanted Expo, which was a lot of fun. And it was cool to see all that. And it's impressive that while you are, trying to rebuild and trying to open. I mean, it's not just trying to open, you're trying to rebuild and trying to open. And then you're still putting on this expo. I mean, that's pretty incredible. And everyone there, I mean, I know I had a great time that day. That was a lot of fun.
It was definitely a lot of fun.
What is it that you like to get out of those, Jenny, out of those expos? When you're helping, you and your mom are putting these together, what is it that you're looking to achieve from them?
Just getting connections, giving the public a way to get healed, readings, connecting with new people, and helping them achieve their goals.
Nice. And I mean, there was a lot of people there that day, both attending as well as that had tables there. I had a table there, and that was just a lot of fun to be able to walk through. And I also had the opportunity to present, which is always a lot of fun. It's nice that you give us that opportunity to be able to express ourselves, I guess,
Definitely. We just want help. Everybody, the small business people around here have a need. They have to get their pictures out there, their face out there, let people know what they do. And that's one of the reasons we do it. We've done that for 4 years before we actually opened the store.
Yeah.
So it was a long process before we even opened. But we were doing small events that friends were putting on, and why not do it for others?
And I don't think people who are generally listening probably have any real understanding of how big the metaphysical community is in the Twin Cities, unless you're a part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that, I'm just thinking about that when you're saying about, just trying to help people. And it's like, in my journey, there's been so many times you run into people who not only are practicing mediums, but they're also, not only are they mediums, but they're practicing mediums that you can call upon them. And it's so easy to fall into this little trap of like, if I only see them online, or if I only see them attached to like one event or something that they don't exist otherwise. Do you see that as part of what you like to do, is to bring some of these people to the forefront?
Yes, yes. And the stigmatism that's related to the metaphysical world is still out there.
Yeah.
It's getting better, so you can say stuff. But even me, as an owner of a store that's metaphysical, sometimes I hesitate to say what kind of retail store I have, because I'm not sure how that other person's going to respond. I've been really lucky. I've had, oh, really? My girlfriend likes that stuff. Comments made. I haven't had too many negative ones, but it's still leery to, oh, yeah, I own a metaphysical shop, and shout it out.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it, but I've also had the, let me show you Jesus people come too. So
try to stop you from the horrible path you're going down.
Yeah. Save me, please. No.
Well, and that's just it. One of the things that I do like that you had said is that you want to help people. And I think what we're going to do, maybe we take our first break, and when we come back, Enchanted Boutique has this whole new way of doing their store, which is so exciting and so cool that we're going to talk about it, and hopefully you'll be as excited about it as we are. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Hi, my name is Pamela Topchian. I'm a former nurse, published author, and board-certified hypnotherapist with hypnobreakthrough.com. Do you feel stuck in a rut? Finding yourself wondering if this is all there is to life? Tired of just existing? Hypno Breakthrough can help you to reduce stress, release fears, gain confidence, and reach your life's goals holistically, mindfully, and gently. So I ask you, what changes would you like to see in your life? Let's talk about it. Contact me, Pamela Topchian, board-certified hypnotherapist, to schedule your free consultation, which includes a complimentary stress-reducing sample session, so you can see how it feels for yourself before any commitments are made. Go to hypnobreakthrough.com for all the information. That's hypnobreakthrough.com.
Metaphysical means different things to different people, and the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Enchanted Boutique in Maplewood will assist you through your journey. You'll be welcomed with positive energy and amazed at the large selection and variety of crystals, locally crafted products, books, and so many other metaphysical supplies. Visit Enchanted Boutique's brand new expanded location in Maplewood at 1860 Beam Avenue across from Maplewood Mall. Everyone at Enchanted Boutique is ready to assist with your personal spiritual journey.
Eat Local Minnesota is a great way to find locally owned Minnesota restaurants and food purveyors. You'll find high-quality food and unique eating experiences with dishes from around the world. Just visit eatlocalminnesota.com for your next meal. Cafe Latte combines a cafe dining experience with gourmet quality food. Plus, you can still do online ordering and takeout, along with gift cards. Just go to cafelatte.com and choose from their ever-changing selection of award-winning salads, sandwiches, and soups. Cafe Latte is located off Victoria and Grand and online at cafelatte.com. Come visit the award-winning Hazel's Northeast in Minneapolis for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or weekend brunch. For breakfast, try the slow-cooked brisket hash, hippie cakes, and meat waffle. While for lunch, enjoy favorites like the buttermilk fried chicken sandwich or veggie burger. Hazel's is open Tuesdays through Saturdays, 8 to 8, with a Sunday brunch from 8 to 2. Located off 29th and Johnson in Northeast Minneapolis. More at hazelsne2go.com.
Don't be surprised if you hear your name when you walk into St. Paul Corner Drug. Our experienced staff make getting to know you their top priority. Developing a trusting relationship with our patients is the first step in providing personalized care that achieves the best outcomes possible. Make certain all your providers know who you are and what your needs are. It is a vital step in your well-being. Stop by St. Paul Corner Drug today to start a relationship with a staff that cares. St. Paul Corner Drug, pharmacy the way it should be.
Are you dreading Monday, hating life, or living for the weekend? It might be time for some life changes. Pamela Topchian is a board-certified hypnotherapist at hypnobreakthrough.com, and she can help. Consultations, well, they're always free. And you'll also receive a complimentary sample session to try out. I come from experience when I say that this is well worth your time. And I've known a lot of people who said that they want to try it and check it out. So please do so. Get in touch on hypnobreakthrough.com or send a message on social media, Hypno Breakthrough or Pamela Marie Topchian. As you can tell, she's very easy to talk to based on the commercials. So it'll be worth your time to do so. Now, welcome back to GhostBox Radio and AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun, and thank you for joining us. Our guests today are Bonnie Gurney and Jenny Davis, who run the local metaphysical store, Enchanted Boutique, located at 1860 Beam Avenue in Maplewood, Minnesota. I say it's local, but you can reach them from anywhere. You can also go to enchantedboutiquemn.com or check out their Facebook page, Enchanted Boutique MN. Now, before break, we talked about how we like to, all of us, we're a small community. We like to help each other out, but it sounds like that you all have come up with a way to really incorporate the community into the store, and would love to talk about that.
Well, Jenny, if you want to go ahead.
So starting October 1st, we have a new schedule at the shop. Mondays will be known as Make It Mondays. So you can come in, make different things each week, like altar bottles, crystal bottles, different things. Tuesdays will be Tumbled Tuesdays, so we'll have a Pacific tumbled stone on sale. Wednesday will be Woohoo Wednesday, so divination, so tarot, oracle, that type of stuff on sale. Thursday will be Trinket Thursday, so jewelry will be on sale. Friday will be Folk Magic Friday, so witchy items, so like sage, smudging, and different things like that will be on sale. Saturdays will be a little different. Each Saturday of the month, we will have a different theme. Like the first Saturday will be Enchanted sale plus a monthly drawing each Saturday. Second Saturday, we're still working on a little bit of what it will be. Third Saturday, we will have guest providers, healers, readers into the shop doing services. And then the fourth Saturday will be Enchanted vendors. So we'll have different vendors coming in and having their products and doing services. And then Sundays will be Self-Love Sundays. So bath and body stuff will be on sale.
So that's going to be a lot of, there's a reason now to come in every single day. And, yes. I'm just looking through this, and I mean, first of all, I think a lot of these are just fun, like Folk Magic Friday, Witchy Sale. I think that's really pretty cool. Divination Sale, too, I think on Wednesday. I think that's Woo Woo Wednesday. I said this on the promo, like the live read, and I just I'm not one to say woo woo. I don't think.
All right.
And,
neither am I. It's a weird word,
I feel like that I have to have more of a woo woo personality to say woo woo. But it doesn't matter how I say it. It's more of a matter of the fact that this is a really cool idea. And so I'm looking through. I'm looking through the Saturdays, and what I really love about this is the guest provider Saturday with a special guest provider. And that's exactly what we're talking about, isn't it? About helping people, giving people that opportunity that come into the store, and that they're going to be able to, you're all helping each other out, basically.
Yep. Right. And then also on Thursdays, each Thursday at the shop, we'll have Enchanted Exchange, which our providers will be there doing donation-based services. So you can come in, pay what you can for a service, try a new service, get a service that you had but want to do, but you can't kind of afford it right now. It's a good way to help our customers as well.
No, it is. And it says pay what you can for reading, aura, chakra report, Reiki, and more. Services will vary from week to week. Is that something where people just come in then and they see what's available then? Yep, and kind of, because you won't know either, will you? Really?
We have a schedule started
sure.
of our providers signing up for it. We are trying to limit it to 4 providers, because we'll also have on Thursdays our regular people who are there every Thursday. They might opt in for the exchange. They might not. But this is is in a way taking place or replacing our Psychic Sunday, which we only held once a month.
Sure.
So this is going to be a little bit more affordable for people and gives our providers a chance to get out there a little bit more too.
And this is where you hope that this catches on with the community, because this is one of those things that it's kind of an, if you will, an Ouroboros. You know, it's you know, it all starts and ends at the same spot. So if we don't have people coming in, nobody benefits from it, you or the providers or anything. And it's like, for allowing providers to take less money so that everyone can try to benefit. It's a beautiful community sort of a thing to do.
Yeah.
We're saying give what you can, but we are also saying, think about the exchange of energy.
Yep.
We can, charge you a nominal leg like some people do. We don't want to do that. What we are asking you to do is to think about the providers, their energy, and give them a minimum donation of $10.
Yeah.
Which is not bad for a reading.
No, that's not unreasonable at all. And, folks, remember, you go to these places, you don't give. That's always that thing called karma that's waiting out in the parking lot.
Yep.
With a baseball bat. No, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes.
Don't worry. I'll call karma. Tell him not to show up. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Everything is good. No, this is really exciting. And you said this starts October 1st?
Yes.
Yep.
So this starts, what is that, next week?
Saturday.
My God, it's October already and Saturday, but
Halloween's coming really fast.
I know. So do you all do anything special for Halloween over at the store, or?
This year I don't know what we're doing because me and my mom will be in Florida for Halloween, celebrating at Disney World for the Hocus Pocus Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. But we're going to be decorating this week for fall and Halloween. I don't know. We'll see what Callan comes up with at the shop, but
yeah,
you never know. We might put on something.
Well, definitely, because the last Saturday of the month is the 5th Saturday.
That's right.
And we haven't figured out anything for the 5th Saturday yet. So that might be another big sale. I don't know. It might be a Halloween event.
Right.
I have to talk to my staff.
See, yeah, I mean, that seems like a good idea, doing some Halloween sort of stuff and get all that figured out, make everyone wear masks or something. I don't know.
Maybe we'll talk Greg into coming to do a paranormal lecture.
I would love to, but I'm actually going to be where am I going to be? I don't even know.
Your schedule's that full.
I should for all of us, right? October is pretty full, and I'm going to be traveling that last weekend. We have
Are you at the mortuary?
I might be at the mortuary. Yes, I think I am at the mortuary, and that's going to be the 29th and 30th, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll have to talk you into doing another weekend.
Yeah, well, you don't have to talk me in. Of course, I'd do it. I'd be honored to take part in that, and be honored to do it along with you both, since you all are traveling all around and you're all doing the same stuff that I'm doing. So we're just little paranormal bees over here, aren't we?
Right.
Well, when we're down in Florida, we're talking about going to St. Augustine. And where was the other one you were thinking about?
I want to go see Robert the doll.
Oh yeah, Robert the doll.
Yeah.
And she hates dolls. That's what
hate
scares
dolls,
me.
I want to see Robert. So.
You got it though. You got it. Just like when we
saw Annabelle.
we all saw Annabelle last year, and that was worth it. I mean, because even though there was thousands of people there, how many people can say they actually seen the Annabelle doll?
The real Annabelle.
The real doll. And actually both real Annabelle dolls. The movie
Mm-hmm.
version, and then also the Raggedy Ann doll.
And I actually got to go in that room twice because my friend snuck me in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I spent more time with Annabelle.
A lot of people said to me, I felt the energy from it. I myself, who does feel energy, did not feel a thing from that thing. And I personally do not believe that a little case, no matter how blessed it is, would keep that energy contained in there. That's just my feeling.
I didn't feel much energy from Annabelle. I felt more from the Sandy Hook statue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was more creepy.
There was a couple things in there that were really weird.
There was some stuff in there.
Weird energy, I mean,
Yeah. No, there was some stuff in there. And some of that stuff was like from Arnie Johnson like the toys and stuff from the time. So yeah, no, it was very, very interesting room, to say the least. Let's do this. Let's take our second break. And then when we come back, we can talk more about the changes with the store. We can talk about their paranormal adventures and whatever else. Give us a call, send us a note. We're here for you. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Hi, folks. This is Kirk Bankstad from the Minocqua Brewing Company, and I sell Choice Hard Seltzer. Choice is an all-natural, 105-calorie grapefruit-flavored hard seltzer for those who believe that a woman's reproductive decision should remain a private matter between her and her doctor. When you purchase Choice Hard Seltzer, 5% of the proceeds go to support reproductive rights organizations in Minnesota.
Drink progressively with Minocqua Brewing. Get Choice Hard Seltzer at Lowry Hill Liquors in Minneapolis and Top 10 Liquors in Andover. Find other Twin Cities locations at MinocquaBrewingCompany.com.
Do you believe in ghosts? Ever wondered if aliens from other planets visit the Earth? Have you ever thought about whether Bigfoot is real? My name is Greg Bakun, and on my new show, GhostBox Radio, we'll have these conversations about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, or just the unusual, bringing together guests who are experts in these fields. Join me every Sunday at 4 p.m. for GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun on AM 950, even if you're a skeptic.
Hello, this is Ellie Krug with Ellie 2.0 Radio. Now my show will be on Saturdays from 10 to 11 and replayed on Sundays from 1 to 2. You will get to the best of Ellie 2.0 with talking about idealism, with guests who come in and who are idealistic, who are trying to change the world, and you will get me, Super Idealist. Tune in. We can't wait to hear from you, and you'll hear from me Saturdays from 10 to 11.
Join AM 950 for Movie Night Wednesday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. at Crooner Supper Club in Fridley.
Are you removing black voters from the voter rolls just so you can win this election?
And today to come out and not be able to vote, it bothers me to my core.
We'll be showing Greg Palast's new film, Vigilante, Georgia's Vote Suppression Hitman, and Rick Smith will be there to meet and greet listeners and host a post-movie panel about voter suppression. The event is free, but you must register at am950radio.com.
Hi, this is Ken Hageland, host of Living Healthy and Aging Well, inviting you to listen to our live call-in talk show airing every Saturday from noon to 1, where we talk about your health and your life and provide insights you need to know to live and age well. Each week, we talk with guests who provide answers to important questions regarding healthcare, elder care, end-of-life care, and self-care for caregivers, and help you and your loved ones plan for the future and enjoy your highest quality of life today. Please join us every Saturday from noon to 1 on AM 950 for Living Healthy and Aging Well.
The Park Tavern is your go-to destination for fun. Your friends and your family will have a great time with the fantastic food like the pizzas, appetizers, burgers, entrees, and sandwiches, the best bowling in Minnesota, the wildly popular outdoor patio, great drink specials, all the big games on their numerous screens, and it's the perfect place for your next private event, even large gatherings for over 200. The Park Tavern is your go-to destination for everyone aged 1 to 100. Come see for yourself. Have fun at the Park Tavern, Louisiana Avenue, north of Highway 7 in St. Louis Park.
I'm Candy Brothel, publisher of the Twin Cities edition of Natural Awakenings magazine and host of Green Tea Conversations, a new show for people who are on a journey to take responsibility for their health and play a more active role in their family's well-being. Join me every Sunday at 10 a.m. as I interview local experts who share the latest in natural holistic approaches in a fun and informative way. So grab a cup of tea and join the conversation as we awaken to natural health. Visit us at naturaltwincities.com.
And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. This is Greg Bakun, and today we have on both Bonnie Gurney and Jenny Davis from Enchanted Boutique. We are talking about all sorts of wonderful things. We're talking about paranormally. We're talking about the shop. We're talking about changes with the shop. But before we go any further, I just want to remind people on Wednesday, October 7th at 6:30 p.m., join Char Savoy and myself for an evening of sharing ghost stories, UFO sightings, and Bigfoot encounters. It's another installment of Ghost Stories and Beyond. And this is all happening at Billy's Bar and Grill in Anoka, Minnesota. It's great food and atmosphere. Share your ghost stories or hear other people's experiences. $10 a tickets to get in. That does not include food, but you'll want to get food while you're there if you're not too scared to order food from what we have to talk about. We're going to have, back in September, we had an Erica Lukes. We brought her in via streaming to talk about UFOs. We might bring in other guests over time, but honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's Wednesday, October 7th at 6:30 p.m. at Billy's Bar and Grill in Anoka for Ghost Stories and beyond. If you miss GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun Live, AM 950 replays these episodes Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, or you can listen anytime by going to Spotify or iTunes. After listening, please leave a positive review for my show. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, we left off talking about all the great changes to the store and stuff that's implementing on October 1st, which is a week away. Now, I mean, I'm just really excited about it. Do you have any other events for the store that's happening, like kind of like an Enchanted Expo or anything like that happening or planned coming up?
Thanksgiving weekend, we will have a mini expo at the shop. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have different vendors, healers, and readers in the shop doing a big mini expo as well from 11 to 7 each day.
Now, so you're going to be hitting like the Black Friday crowds and stuff, and you're right across the street for people in Minnesota. They're right across the street from Maplewood Mall, which is a massive mall. Are you ever able to do, and I'm sure you all thought about this, like, I'm sure they have like a stage or something there that you could all do like a presentation or something if they don't know that you're across the street, that like, here we are, and this is what we do.
That's an idea. It really is. We haven't thought of it though. So,
well, it's tough, isn't it, to get the word out sometimes and how to get it out. And it's like all these wonderful things are right nearby. The main street is, right in front of you. It's a great location. And it's like, what do you always do to be able to get people to notice? Right.
Definitely.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I'm sure you've been thinking about how you can use Maplewood Mall, how you can utilize it for your own purposes. And that's not a bad thing to do at all.
No. We also have a new thing that we just recently started was Before a Friend cards. If you come into the shop, you can pick up the little cards, give them to your friends. They get 10% off, and then you'll be entered into a raffle each month as well. So that's another way for us to get our name out to people whose friends might not know about us or haven't heard of us, and it benefits both of them.
No, that's a great idea. Yeah. Just to get more people in. And I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, and that's the thing that's always probably people don't realize. It's when you're running a metaphysical shop, everything's about money. I understand that, but it's about that passion that really, comes through, and that like we've been talking the whole time. It's always about how do we get everybody involved, because you can't survive on your own, can you? I mean, and you know what I mean by that, right? I'm not saying, you can survive on your own. You're all very good at what you do, but it takes a village, doesn't it?
Definitely.
It does. And White Bear is a big pagan community that I didn't know about when we first opened 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I found out very fast how big it was, but we're still trying to find other people. In fact, yesterday we had someone who came in specifically for watermelon tourmaline from Hibbing.
Oh, wow.
So we have people coming in from all over. It's just a matter of them remembering where we are since we moved, and knowing that we're there. We're trying to get stuff in for them.
Yes.
So
we're trying to get like the online aspect up as well. So we just had a friend join our team from Illinois, start doing like the back end stuff, so we could start getting stuff up on the website. He's been doing really great. So it's coming along. It's just going to take a little longer because we have a lot of products and a lot of photos and descriptions to add to the back end. I just couldn't do it myself anymore. So I'm like, come on as a remote worker and help me, because I can't do it because I've been working 80 hours a week. I'm like, I can't keep doing it.
And that's the thing is, as far as like what I feel my job is here, when, that we partner together and stuff, is not only trying to enlighten people in our local community about you if they do not know about you already, but also that aspect of that we are being broadcast all over the world.
Yes.
You know, you're doing your show, Jenny, that's being broadcast all over the world. So how do we, you know, get that word out there? Because, you know, it's like, yeah, you're a local metaphysical store, and there's a lot of things that are specific to that local, but it doesn't mean that it's restricted to anybody outside of Minnesota either.
Nope.
And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's one reason we do the out-of-state events. We just did Michigan Paracon.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
know,
one of
and-
the biggest events in the country.
Yeah, it is. And we got our rack cards out there with a little sticker saying 10% off online with an online code.
Yep.
So people can do it. Otherwise, bring the card in, you get 10% off. We were just at Pagan Pride at Minnehaha Falls the 10th of September. There were a lot of people there. Some of them knew about us, and some of them were the ones who were saying, "Oh, you're still alive."
And we have like Illinois up in November in the bulk at Willie Atkins Breaking Fate Paranormal Event and Historic Crimes and Dark Arts. I will be there both weekends.
Nice.
Bringing stuff from the shop, rack cards and stuff for the first weekend, and we have product the second weekend there.
Well, that's good. That's good. And, you know, maybe what we do, and we might have to turn this radio show into a marketing meeting. 'Cause I was just thinking too, it's like, you know, what we could do here, if you're up for it, and, you know, if you don't like it, don't embarrass me on the air. But, you know, like every week, maybe there's a new product that we can talk about during the live reads. And maybe there's that promo code that we can put out there. And for anyone who's listening, that's out, you know, that wants to use the online aspect to it or something, you know, something along those lines, because that is like, you know, from my point of view, this is more than just reading the copy and just like, well, you know, it's out of my hands. You know, this is like, how do we work together to be able to get the word out? Because it was hard before, right? You know, it was hard before. Now it's even harder, even though it was like, oh, we're all coming back from the pandemic. Well, not really. I mean, the small business is still suffering from this. And it's even worse because you all had that setback. And I know I shouldn't probably keep bringing it up because I'm sure you all have moved on, but it's there. It's still there.
It's still there. We're still recouping inventory, trying to get more inventory in. But talking about COVID, Jenny and I and Callan were down and out with it for a week.
Oh, boy.
So the
And,
shop, of course, was
July.
closed for another week in July.
Yeah.
So it's never ending. Something's always happening.
And that was definitely a hard week. But if you're listening and you go to our website, use the coupon code GhostBox and you'll get 10% off our online website.
Did you just make this up?
I'm going to add it to our online store right now.
She's got the computer there. Another thing I want to say too is if you go to our website, there is a place where you can sign up for our newsletter.
Nice.
There's always a coupon in our newsletter.
Yes.
Along with one coming out about the new changes coming out. We've got a lot of stuff happening. The monthly drawings, we're going to have more than just one.
Nice.
We started out with the Refer a Friend drawing a couple months ago, doing that on the 5th of every month. Now we're going to be changing it to the first Saturday, but we're also going to be doing 4 or 3 other drawings. Depending on how much you purchase, you get a ticket for the drawing. The first one will be held the first Saturday of November. And what we have is this great big, huge, I mean, what is it?
Probably
30 inches?
30 or so inches.
Leather journal
with the chakra
stones on it.
Oh, wow.
It's leather. It's got homemade papers in it. It's huge. And that's going to be the drawing for the $75 or more purchases. So every time you buy $75, and it's not hard.
No.
You know, even though our prices are reasonable, it's not hard to make that. You get a ticket, put it in, and then we're going to be doing a Facebook Live drawing. So you'll know on that day if you want or not.
That's cool. That's really cool. And yeah, you're right. The prices are reasonable. The reason why people are spending $75 there is because they just can't stop. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
You go in there, right? And you're just like, oh, I'm just going to get one thing. And then the next thing you know, it's like, well,
No.
I kind of want a pendulum, even though I have 15. Why not have 16? I like that number better than 15.
Yeah.
Or I mean, cards or whatever else, and that's what it is. And certainly the idea of maybe winning something kind of cool like that is definitely helps quite a bit. One of the things too that is nice is that you have this amazing space, retail space, but beyond that, you have all of these wonderful rooms that they are also available for rent by providers, or how does that work?
We have providers that work with us for a percentage, but we are also now opening it up to others who want to come in and pay a rental fee for the room for a specific amount of time, a month or a week, or rent our classrooms for a specific class. So we're letting that out now. And we have 4 nice size, not small, nice size provider rooms.
Yes.
We also have one that you haven't paid attention to because you haven't been there for a while that you don't know about. We have a sound therapy room.
Oh.
It's small, but it's closed in. We've got that available for people. We have someone who actually does Tibetan sound healings, and she's going to be using that room. We have the 2 big classrooms that are available for not only people who want to do classes. We have someone doing yoga classes now. If you have a nonprofit group, you can come in and use that for actually a reduced rate from our advertised rates. So if like Stepping Stones or some of the other pagan groups want to come in and do a class, it's available to them.
That's cool. And I guess it's important to mention this because especially if there's people who listen to the show in the area who may not be fully into the community, but they thought to themselves, like, I want to get into being a practitioner. I don't want them in my home. I don't want this.
Mm-hmm.
Enchanted Boutique has the space available. If you talk to you, right? Talk to either one of you and figure it out, that there's a way to get started or to change over or add to a place in a different location to bring in new clients.
Yep.
And that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And there's plenty of room. Why don't we do this? Let's take our final break. When we come back, we're going to finish our conversation with Bonnie Gurney and Jenny Davis of Enchanted Boutique, and we're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Hi, my name is Pamela Topchian. I'm a former nurse, published author, and board-certified hypnotherapist with hypnobreakthrough.com. Do you feel stuck in a rut? Finding yourself wondering if this is all there is to life? Tired of just existing? Hypno Breakthrough can help you to reduce stress, release fears, gain confidence, and reach your life's goals holistically, mindfully, and gently. So I ask you, what changes would you like to see in your life? Let's talk about it. Contact me, Pamela Topchian, board-certified hypnotherapist, to schedule your free consultation, which includes a complimentary stress-reducing sample session, so you can see how it feels for yourself before any commitments are made. Go to hypnobreakthrough.com for all the information. That's hypnobreakthrough.com.
This is New Beginnings, hosted by award-winning broadcaster and speaker Freddie Bell.
Freddie, this generation of the baby boomers, people are living longer, so the baby boomers are taking care of elderly parents.
Let's talk about your health, and specifically, let's talk about Medicare. Our show features the concerns of America's 78 million baby boomers in employment, finance, health and nutrition, and even entertainment.
Join us for New Beginnings, Saturday mornings at 11, brought to you in part by Vision Loss Resources.
Cafe Latte offers made-from-scratch soups, salads, sandwiches, and mouth-watering desserts. So come check out their pizza and wine bar, or get a treat from the bakery made fresh daily. Plus, you can still do online ordering and takeout, along with gift cards. Just go to cafelatte.com and choose from their ever-changing selection of award-winning salads, sandwiches, and soups. Cafe Latte is located off Victoria and Grand and online at cafelatte.com.
Hey, Cudahy, this is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake. On our show, we talk about Native issues like treaties, protecting Mother Earth, and holding our elected officials accountable. Weekly correspondents like Dr. Stately, State Senator Mary Kunesh, Robert Lilligren, and Bob Blake update us with Native news that you won't hear anywhere else. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues. Listen weeknights from 6 to 7 p.m. on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota.
Metaphysical means different things to different people, and Enchanted Boutique in Maplewood has classes and workshops for any skill level, whether you're beginner or new to the metaphysical. Enchanted Boutique's friendly instructors bring positive energy and years of experience in all the metaphysical realms. Workshops include energy healing, various divination techniques, crystals, and much more. Plus, Enchanted Boutique has lots of products that can supplement what you learn at their newly expanded retail location in Maplewood. Find the class schedule and book your own session at enchantedboutiquemn.com. And as always, I just want to thank Robert Pilot for supporting GhostBox Radio. His support is always very much appreciated. Please make sure that you're listening to Native Roots Radio every Monday through Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. and definitely take part in the conversation there. We finish our program today. We have back on Jenny Davis and Bonnie Gurney from Enchanted Boutique. It's a metaphysical store located at 1860 Beam Avenue in Maplewood, Minnesota. You can go to enchantedboutiquemn.com. If you buy anything, you can use the
coupon code GhostBox, capital G and lowercase everything else for 10% off.
For 10% off GhostBox. Thank you very much for doing that. Please take advantage of that. And you can also go to their Facebook page, Enchanted Boutique MN. And we're gonna round off this show. First of all, Jenny, I wanted to talk with you. You know, we all love to do our shows and stuff, and you do a show every Sunday. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
I do a show, Unturned Pages, on Shadowhunters Facebook page, or you can look it up on Unturned Pages on Facebook as well, or Spotify, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about paranormal. We talk about pagan-related topics, witchy topics, true crime, anything and everything is discussed. So, like in October, we have the spirit medium Bob Thompson on the 2nd. We have Jessica Hotch of Moxie Malas on the 16th. And then Greg, who is a tour guide at Ohio State Reformatory, will be on the 23rd.
Who runs Parapsychon, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Which we will be a vendor at next year.
Yep. I was there in May, and that was quite the experience for sure. And then I was just on your show a couple weeks back. I think that was officially some of the lowest ratings you've ever received for Unturned Pages. If I'm
Actually,
not
no.
mistaken.
I think we had about 300 viewers just with the Facebook videos, and then I think I'm up to 100 on Spotify with yours, with me and Jody as the host.
Very cool. Very cool. So definitely check that out. And I wanted to go through once again because there's so many cool changes, and we kind of ran through it the first time. If we can go through the stuff that's happening starting October 1st with Enchanted Boutique, I think that would be really beneficial for our listeners.
So Saturday, the first Saturday will be the Enchanted sale plus monthly drawing. So starting the 1st, if you start buying products, you'll be entered to those drawings, and it'll be happening November 1st. Monday is Make It Monday, so come and do some Make It Take projects. Tumbled Tuesday, Tumbled Crystal sales. Woohoo Wednesday is Divination sale, so Tarot, Oracle, dowsy rods. Trinket Thursday is jewelry on sale. Folk Magic Friday is witchy items on sale. And Saturday is the Enchanted Saturdays. And then Sunday is Self-Love Sundays.
Now, help me out because I'm not as versed as you two are. Tumbled crystal, what does that mean?
So
Stones.
Don't come and get stoned.
Get stoned.
No, we're not going to get stoned.
Get stoned at Enchanted Boutique. You've heard it here, 1860 Beam Avenue, Maplewood, Minnesota.
We have a very big selection of crystals, which are rocks, stones, whatever, some minerals, some fossils. The ones that are in the bins that are the smaller pieces are going to be on sale. But every one of these days, we're going to have a special item on sale.
Nice.
So on that Tuesday, we might have one of the larger pieces of Amethyst Cathedrals on sale. We might have something the following day for Woo Woo Wednesday that's a little bit more pricey, even on a better sale.
Sure.
So
no, this is really exciting stuff. Yes. I think that this is going to be great for you. I can't wait to hear how it all goes and stuff. And we also were talking about changing up the commercials and stuff so that we make sure everyone knows about it, because this to me, what this says is that that you're catering to your audience.
Definitely. We listen to what our customers say and suggest, and we put it into action.
Yeah, that's really neat. I really like that. Now, as we just have just about 3 minutes left. Now, what does your paranormal year look like?
I think we're pretty much close to home for the rest of the year. Illinois events. But me and my mom are going to go down to Florida next month and hoping to see Robert the Doll and maybe St. Augustine, but no big events for the rest of the year. But next March, we kick it off with Paganicon in Minnesota, and then we go to Ohio State Reformatory and Gettysburg.
Now, we have listeners in Illinois. Which events in Illinois are you doing?
We will be vendors at the Dark Arts Con in DeBulk. Mm-hmm. Sorry if I say that, but DeBulk. It is the 12th and 13th of November. You can check it out at darkartscon.com, I believe. But Billy Atkins of Breaking Fate owns it, so he is excited for us to finally come down and be a vendor.
That's going to be exciting.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. How hard is it to bring all that stuff to these events?
It depends how much stuff I pack.
Depends on if we're flying or driving too.
Yes.
If we're flying, we don't bring a whole lot.
You don't ship it ahead or anything.
No.
You take it all with you.
And then like the first Sunday of November, I will be helping him at the paranormal one he's doing in DeBulk as well. We have Jen Johns coming. We have a few other speakers coming to talk about ghost boxes, spirit boards, and different topics, and have different healers and vendors there as well.
That's pretty cool. That's going to be a lot of fun to take part in and stuff. Now, you talked about possibly seeing Robert the Doll.
Yes.
Are you going to take him with you?
No.
You're going to just kind of smuggle him out?
Not allowed.
No.
Not allowed because of the rules of the location, or not allowed because of you?
Mom.
I didn't steal Annabelle. I'm not going to steal Robert the Doll. If energy is attached to me and come home, that's a whole different story.
I mean,
and then we have a solution for that one.
Fire.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, could you imagine, how many people will come if you have, a known haunted doll there? Just something to think about. I'm only ideas over here today.
Maybe we'll talk Christy into coming with her haunted doll.
Oh, come with Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah.
To Enchanted Boutique.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Actually, we should talk to Christy about doing some gallery readings.
That's a different Christy.
Oh, okay.
Well, Christy could do the drunken oracle.
Yeah.
If you don't mind public drunkenness.
That'll be an after-hours event at Enchanted Boutique.
Just saying, that's kind of how that works. But their show is picking up momentum as well. Yes, so but it's it's I guess it depends what kind of audience you're going for, quite frankly.
And we do have a couple fun events coming up at the shop. In October, on every Thursday is astrology class, so come out and check it out. And then October 14th is Moxie Mala bracelet class.
That's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of amazing things to check out. Once again, if you're in town, go to Enchanted Boutique, 1860 Beam Avenue, Maplewood, Minnesota. If you don't want to go into the store, you can go to enchantedboutiquemn.com. Get 10% off of anything there by going and using the code GHOSTBOX, capital G, or go to their Facebook page, Enchanted Boutique MN, Bonnie and Jenny, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back next week with more GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Hi, this is Laura. Listen to Food Freedom Radio every Saturday at 8 a.m. or anytime via podcast. Our individual health is connected to the health of each other and connected to the health of the earth. We know the problems with the dominant food system: climate change, deadening soils, nitrates in the water, factory farming, injustice, concentration of wealth. How do we both as individuals and as a community step up and support a living food system which honors the earth? Tune to Food Freedom Radio every Saturday at 8 a.m. and remember to support your independent farmers.
Connections Radio Show is all about tapping into our hardwired hunger to connect. We examine meaningful connections